following material may contain sex, coarse language, and violence.
Dodge the ground!
Of course! Of course!
So where do you head?
Into the cage.
Okay, so you're going down there and around. So the guys behind you are still picking themselves up. You run! Sprint past them! Both of you having movement speed 12, I assume.
Do I see Sephiro's hammer and shield as I move?
There is a table with Sephiro's gear on it.
Can I retrieve the hammer and shield?
If you agree to knock half of your movement rate off, yes.
For this... For like the turn I get. Yeah. Yeah, that's fine.
I'm good with that. Because that puts you down on the same movement rate as them. Because I'm an idiot.
Roman's name.
Get cancer. Like for real.
Yeah, like actually get cancer, please. Yeah, but he's cancer.
I mean, maybe if Stephanie were to get it, then they wouldn't, the creative team wouldn't be completely balked.
It's Vince. Vince loves Roman.
Oh, well, you know, he's not long for this world. Good times ahead. Anyway, Sephiro, meanwhile, is in the ring. There's a greasy, oily smell coming from the blob looming over you. There's a long, pointy blob raised up. You realise that's probably not good, but you can't move because you're fucked. Oh, what has befallen the mighty Sephiro? What a piece of shit he is. Obviously, there's a couple of guards on the door, facing inwards to stop Sephiro leaving.
So they're looking away
The
from
actual total number of guards inside the ring is diminishing rapidly for some reason. I guess their hands soluble because they're getting them.
So I've got Sephiro's shield, right?
Yes, you do.
Can I just like run like through them?
I mean, it's not hard. Their backs are to you.
Yeah.
You burst into the ring, and this Roman is standing over Sephiro with the spear raised up, a smug smirk presumably on his face to the back of you.
Throw it!
And he's in the middle of saying, and now, finally, the obstacle is going to be
Oh no,
removed.
dude, you can pay a gold to get a second roll on attacks.
It's a good thing we paid that gold. Oh,
That's
just roll
cocked.
2 1.
That's cocked. Look, set a dice on top of it. It won't sit.
Yeah, that's cocked. If a D6 can't stand on it.
I guess that was 2 1s in a row.
It wasn't. There was a 1 or an 18. Like.
Yeah. That's the
16.
16. And I just
Plus
when
thrown, I have a bonus.
so I get 18.
That hits. That hits.
How much damage does Load Thunder do?
Kind of doesn't matter.
6 points. Get back, fiend!
So you're whipping it out with like the coil,
Yeah.
like the hook shot, huh?
Hook shot.
So Roman is just in mid stab. It's coming down. It's coming down. Sephiro's just like, hello, ladies. The one distinct thing he said, probably because it's body autonomic.
Yeah.
That muscle memory in the tongue. Hello, ladies. Your hook sinks into Roman's back, and he's like, ah! And in a clap of thunder and a blaze of light, he disappears. With there's the resounding echo of no, and something tinks off the floor and dissolves. Looks like a ring. Also, a spear clatters to the ground, aimed at Sephiro. It almost hits him.
Does it break into 1,000 pieces when it hits the ground?
Nope.
We have to keep that.
Braun turns around, wielding 2 full-grown armor, slamming them against another guard. As more guards pour in, he's just like, "Arr!" into the group.
So he moves like past us, and I'm gonna like go to Saphiro.
Tackling to the ground. He's like pausing. He's like, leader bitch. Tackles into the guys. They like fall back as the sounds of tinfoil crumpling sounds happen. He's like, yeah, these hands, you're getting them. Muffle, muffle, muffle. The red guards out there are looking concerned. One of them sort of like raises up a crossbow but can't seem to like get a good shot, and then like more murder sounds are happening there as Saphira is rolling around on his back and fuzzy puppy.
Okay.
The guards don't sound like they're your problem right now.
Sure. Can I make...
Other fighters from the dome are also joining Braun now that they're not immediately under threat of immediate crossbowing, and they're attacking the guys too.
Is Ulrich around in that group? Maybe not fighting the guys.
Yeah,
but...
he is actually like tearing into them.
Oh shit.
He's got a table leg. And he's just like beating a guy over his head, and he's like, "No, then you swing your axe at me, and then you swing your axe at me, but I duck them both, and I hit you both in the nudges with my table leg." No, you're not doing it right.
You get him, Ulrich.
Okay, so can I make a herbalism roll to try to...
You don't even have to.
Oh.
He has clearly ingested something liquid, based on the sort of like flecks of froth that are coming up while he's rolling around on the ground, that has done something to him. The solution would be to administer a purgative if you have your healing kit with you, or stick your fingers down his throat and...
To make him throw up?
Yeah.
You can also punch someone twice in the
Is that medieval knowledge?
I've read it in... I've seen it in like medieval setting books. I'm not sure.
Fine by me! Works. So long as you can cite that, as long as it's not Brandon Sanderson.
No,
then it works for me.
Remedy Feist.
Oh, then it probably is true. Yeah, okay, yep. I mean, if you want to punch him in his hard, rippling abs instead of just putting something down his throat to make him throw
That's
up.
gay.
Point of order. Number of women Adrian has fantasized about.
Oh, like Sulin?
Not under the effects of a curse. You're gay. So,
hey, you're lucky.
okay, you do it whatever way you want, pal.
Okay.
He
When you're
punches
lucky
you
when
in your
they-
hard, rippling man stomach.
Yes. I was going to say, considering one of the last things was Saphira going, ladies.
And now, because it's a physical external attack, you get to make a saving throw. I know, never when it's a bad thing, right?
You can fail.
You can
choose to fail. Choose to fail.
But in his adult poisoned state, would that choice mean he chooses...
That's
not
why I
to
was
fail?
grabbing
Would
the
you
bag, 'cause I
recognise
don't
it
know
being
what's-
me, though?
No, you're a blob.
I'm a blob, but I'm a blob with white hair.
With a hood.
With a hood.
Did you think to pull it back? I don't think you did.
No, probably not. Very white hair, though. It's like, it comes, when you're looking down, and like...
It's your character. I'm going to let you just choose what you want to do. You don't have to roll. You don't have to. I won't be disappointed in you. I won't
What I'm
judge
going to
you.
do is I'm going to roll a
To see you
perception,
roll.
a perception check.
Okay, because of your state, I will apply a penalty of 8.
Oof.
But you get a +1 bonus because of his hair color.
I can't even see that. Is it very high?
It's too high with the penalty.
Okay.
So you
So
make
then I'll
that.
make the...
I
Was it
believe
a
it's
save?
just a con check, actually, because you're just gutting it out. That'll do.
I pass.
Do you pass in your weakened state, though, with a -3 on your stat?
Because I rolled low.
Oh.
So I rolled really
It
low.
doesn't work. Do it again.
I'll do it again.
You could have rolled the perception check.
I am.
Oh, okay.
And no, I have to roll again.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, no, because I'm rolling. This is one of those things where for some reason me rolling super low is actually...
It doesn't seem to be working for
by failing
contrived
more
reasons.
By failing more, failing more.
Maybe he's just too manly for this.
Fucking stick my fingers down his throat.
You could have just taken like a carrot out of your bag and...
Do I have carrots in my... Would I have carrot on me?
Just take the phallic
No, wait.
object.
You got a sausage. Jam that down.
I'm not
his throat.
jamming a sausage on
Oh,
his
good
throat.
point, yeah. You could tickle the back of his throat with some, like, herb. Just, like, push that in his mouth.
I think I can resolve this fight. Here, look, let me.
I found it. Saphiro uses Hydropump. Like a rabbit. The ring fills. The room fills. You're underwater. You realise you're still in the dream. No. Now you get to roll a save versus poison. Paralysis.
Death.
No, death is much higher.
Easy pass.
Yeah.
I rolled super high.
You are able to start coming round.
Oh.
Let's get him out of here.
I grab a nearby stick to try and pop myself up with it, and
And I'm gonna...
It's a spear.
yeah, exactly.
You're not allowed to wield edged, pointed weapons.
Not wielding it. I'm just using it as a
It's
to
in
pull
your
myself
hand.
up.
It's in your hand. Just wield it. It's wielding. What does your god think? Here we
We'll
go.
see what he thinks.
He's fine with apparently. He's fine with it apparently. He's like, it's a stick. You're using it to prop yourself up.
Yeah.
Hang on, Saphira. So
Totally
we'll go like one
context.
under each arm.
Are you putting down the hammer and shield?
Can I can like, how heavy are they? To carry them both in like this
Okay,
hand?
the shield is actually like severely heavy. It's full metal. And
However,
the hammer
there
is
is
a
a catch
10-pound
on-
hammer.
There is a catch on my back for the shield, like the.
I could just-
You
You're
could
not
put
in
the-
armor. You're in a dive.
Oh, true. Yes.
He's in a I thought he was in like...
He's in
I was in
paladin
clothing.
Yeah.
But not on armor. Yeah.
I'll give Radimir the shield. I'll hold the hammer.
Oh, what's going on? Why do I have Roman's spear?
Well, Roman was
Why
here.
is Braun fighting?
The fight is
Guys.
over.
Braun
Roll
won.
one.
The general fighters of the Underdome, being like professional fighters and Ulbrich, were able to overcome
he's a
the
pro.
largely untrained but sycophantic men in heavy armor they couldn't use,
almost
who were
like-
therefore massively slowed down and highly incompetent.
It's almost like Roman didn't quite think his plan through.
It's almost like if he'd have just let you fall asleep, he'd have won. It's almost like he's not very clever. Which is now super believable because of the horrible I've put heavy armor on guys who did not know how to use heavy armor thing. That's now even more believable.
Well, he's just using money to solve his problems.
That's
but,
what he's doing
yeah.
now. He's
Maybe I
panicking and
could
throwing
have just
money
fought
around.
those guys in that alleyway.
No, his personal bodyguards are
Now
better
we're
than
trained.
Yeah.
We should get him out of here. And come back for the rest of our stuff later.
Make sure the sword. Don't let Roman get the sword.
When is it on the table?
that. Nope, it's up in the weapons locker, or at least it was before it became part of Roman's personal treasury. Again. And he took your rat. No.
Again?
The sword is actually in the weapons locker because it is.
Because Roman
He did
expected
not-
to kill him and
He
then take
expected,
it
I was
out.
he
actually
expected
wondering-
it to be with his gear, but it wasn't.
Yeah.
You get his armor, which is, by the way, stupid heavy. You might actually want to
Might
go
just
walking
put it-
around.
Yeah, it will like... Because they'll be like...
You might actually want to put it on just in case I decide to ambush you on the way out.
Yeah, we probably want to put the armor on him.
I'll start putting that on.
It's like a
Another
few minutes
routine.
later, you'll be more competent to move and act.
What exactly happened?
Adrin's here, and Sir Radimir's here, and they look concerned. There's
I
a
was-
bunch of armoured men being slowly converted to paste.
I was fighting Braun in the Underdome, and then everything started going woozy. And I knew I hadn't taken many blows from him, so I started to think foul play was at work.
It certainly was.
Well, you were poisoned.
Pass me the thing for your gear. For like the stuff out of the weapons locker.
The tile.
The tile. Put my armor in a sack or something. I'll go get the rest.
Do you not want to wear it?
Might not have time. We'll see when I get back.
I mean, I think we have time. It looks like we have time.
Do you have something I can drink that's isn't tainted?
Here you go, guys. You can have some souvenirs that are lying around just to add to your
Wineskin. It just has water in it.
Yeah, you can't keep anything down initially.
No, I'm deliberately
Oh.
spitting it out, and I want to throw up as well. So yeah, I'm deliberately doing it to myself. I want to get out any and all taint I can.
Taint.
Unfortunately, because of American podcasters, I can't hear the Dark One's taint. Yeah, without going, stupid Americans. Anymore. So Radomir arrives back with a wrapped up sword he certainly didn't take a peek at.
I've seen it drawn before. I wouldn't draw
And
it.
so
Yeah?
you didn't recognise it.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
It's like it was a crazy
Oh,
flaming
yep,
sword.
that's right. I remember now.
Yeah, it nearly got used against us. Yes, and I wouldn't draw it. It would draw a lot of attention.
Just stay still for now. Looks like we have time. We don't have to leave immediately, so even after Radomir gets back, it's probably best for both of you if you at least rest for a little bit.
City guards are beginning to pour in the outer area. Not that you can see that from here, but a couple come through here and like just start policing up the place and like noticing the crushed armor patties.
With the double R's.
Yeah, and being like, "What's going on here?" And they start quizzing the fighters.
I need to apologise to Braun. I did not give him the match that he so sorely deserved.
Braun is busy being interrogated by a bunch of guards. Yeah, that's what's going on.
Is he eating them?
No. He doesn't actually eat people.
I
It's just
know.
part of the gimmick.
I know.
Here, I retrieved this.
Oh, thank
Don't
you.
worry.
Good, he did not get his greasy hands on it.
No, I don't.
Severo cuddles the sword like
Yeah,
a
I'm
lover,
really going to bring it to
stroking it
him.
like a
Cheers.
woman.
I can appreciate this.
Yes. Yes. Stroke the sword. Grip its shaft. Raise
Oh.
the pommel.
It just occurred to me, Adrian, you're awake, we were worried about you being...
Very good, Severo!
Sorry, everything was happening so quickly, there was a lot going on, it just...
No, I had to
Occurred to
come
me.
here because I knew you were both in trouble.
I look at the blade of Load Sunder. Does it have blood on it?
No.
Damn, I know I got him.
No, I don't think it was really him. A projection, maybe. I'll explain when we get back to the
Guards
end.
come over. One of them is a very old man with like a big droopy grey mustache, bald head with just like a rim of hair around the back. The other's like a young buck.
Is it Nick?
In the context, that is a very unfortunate choice of term. I don't mean any actual reference to the Young Bucks, or being the elite, or the boring wrestling promotion that is AEW.
Super kick party. Super kick.
This makes my job easier.
Is he going to perform the Meltzer driver on us?
No, it's nothing.
Nothing to do with that! Okay.
Unless you just want to lose between 3 and 5 hit points.
No, I would like not to do that.
What's going on here? What is this disturbance? Why have you murdered these good men?
I didn't murder anyone.
You I recognize. I would have thought better than you to be naked, hugging a sword in a charnel house. What is going on? Why shouldn't we arrest that monster and put him down for the monster he is?
He didn't do anything wrong.
Indeed, he was, when I gather, merely protecting myself and others of this establishment.
That doesn't sound like his character at all.
Fine, he was eating them.
What is going on? I demand explanations. Everyone points at your group.
These men attacked my master.
Do you know who these men are? They are all wearing the armor of Lord Roman's personal guard.
They are?
Which means they are innocent of wrongdoing.
It could be.
You're all right, Fadget?
Well, it could be an internal faction that has nothing to do with Lord Roman himself. Just that people who might see Saphira's rising popularity as...
Wisdom check. Everyone involved in the fight.
Oh, I've cocked this.
No, you were out.
I got a 10. That's a successful wisdom check.
I am way bust.
They didn't move like people who were accustomed to the armor. In fact, it got in their way a bunch.
Yeah.
Maybe they were fakers.
Most of these people didn't know how to move in heavy armor. They moved it... You've seen Sir Reinhard or any other man move in heavy armor. They move close to normal speed. They're trained with it. These men...
The older man, who is obviously lesser rank for some reason, is like nodding, like he, yeah.
These men, it was just like they had... If I were to wear Saphiro's armor, I wouldn't move properly.
Preposterous, the younger man says. Armor is just armor. You put it on, the old man's just like...
It was like that. They were slow. All their attacks seemed too exaggerated because they couldn't... Like, the joints they weren't accustomed to.
All right,
that
they
doesn't
moved like
sound
me.
right. What have you got to say about this holy man?
I was not of able body and mind at the time.
What?
was-
Of course, the beating you would have received from that monster.
No, someone poisoned me.
That's a serious charge.
It is.
I don't believe it was...
You, old sergeant, go round up all the old apothecary women in the city and have them put in prison. The old man's just like, I understand what you want me to do, and I will carry out the spirit of your intent. And then he just stands there.
It was
I don't...
not just random apothecary woman. It was.
No, what did you say you ate?
She could still be
I
here.
was drinking beer and eating jerky.
Well, Radomir was afflicted by not as serious as you, but a similar thing. It could be that the food here was off somehow. No fault of anyone's. They just...
He's being unusually smart and politically savvy. Is this the real Adrian? Roll.
There was a doppelganger recently.
Yeah, exactly.
7.
He's way too savvy and smart for this. What the fuck? Normally he just bumbles into things and says, AIDS! A lot. Even though I don't think he's actually ever said that in character, but... Although he's right,
Yeah.
he's doing the smart, clever thing. But that's so out of character.
Yeah.
And that sounds like such a hit piece.
That could be true, but why was I the only? Why was it only us who were affected? Why wasn't the rest of the?
We don't know that. We would have to talk
Restless.
to some other people. You seem to have been one that indulged more.
According to the other fighters, you were the only ones who sat out in the crowd instead of out back with them.
And the crowd scattered by all accounts, so it may be difficult to track down if they...
It looks like there's been some sort of evil thing going on here. And you're all victims.
There was this woman, dark hair.
Go on.
I'll look around to see if she's like here at all. No,
Go on.
very.
Yes, we know what women look like.
She
Thank you.
knew a lot about the combatants.
So a fan then.
No, she knew the internal aspects of this. She must have been an employee.
Our investigation will be ongoing. I bid you return to your inn and not to leave the new city until our investigation is complete.
That is fine. We are not planning on leaving anytime soon anyway.
Wearily, the two brave heroes in Severo, they're rescued young man head out into the night.
Sorry, Saphira, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but when it comes to Roman, you kind of say a lot of stupid things.
Yes, I know.
The moon hangs high in the sky. It is
Also,
a full moon.
My mind is still fuzzy, so
Given another half hour, you should be perfectly alright.
I do not think we should take him back to Eric's throne.
That's where they'd expect him to go.
No, but that's also where Eden is.
No, Eaton's back at the Stag and Beetle.
Oh, sorry. Right, we have different hands.
Yeah.
My bad. Yep, it's probably better we take him back to the Stag and Beetle for now.
Where's Sulan?
You saw her last.
She's still not returned.
No.
But if you dealt with this, she's probably dealing with something similar. So don't worry, she can handle anything.
True. I'm sure she'll be back by tomorrow.
So you stumble back towards the inn. Okay, I'm not going to need this fight table, am I? Stupid avoidance run. Hate you so much. You arrive back at the inn. This time of night, there are a few people up drinking. There is a hooded figure crouched in a shadowy corner on a rough table against the wall. The hole in the wall has been patched up clumsily by several long boards.
Is the hooded figure the car driver?
Yes.
Okay.
Either that or there's someone else who has this exact way too bulky robe.
Yeah, okay. I just gotta make sure.
See, that would have been a guy to drag with you.
Think of it though.
Fucking problem solver.
In terms of the car driver is like in our party, I guess. I would consider him to be like a friend, but like I don't expect to like drag him into battle.
Gonna go rescue Saphiro. I'll just the cart driver who could just like make people stop.
You know one of the great things?
What?
Have a look at my spell loadout.
Is it all remove poison?
Detect poison.
Yeah.
Purify food and drink.
Yeah.
Cure light wounds. Well, you see, if only you'd had the forethought to be suspicious of the comely
But I
buxom
didn't.
wench.
Yeah.
Clearly, I mean, that's your weakness, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh no!
I mean, I didn't think anything was going to just go wrong in this, like, setup.
So you
know?
could cast that on yourself, and you could detect that you have been poisoned.
I'll get him upstairs.
But only when I can actually
You go
cogitate those.
You go upstairs. Where are you taking him?
Maybe get him some fresh food and drink.
Yeah.
I'll help him up to my room.
There's a big doggo in your room.
I'll shut the door closed.
Good girl.
You can tell we're fine, I guess. Maybe not fine.
I'll like go get some like fruit.
Fruit at this time of night. So you head out to a fruit store.
Oh, can you like buy like so?
Inns don't generally have stockpiles of fruits and veg and food. They generally cook what you bring them in these times.
Ah, okay. How far away is the nearest like food
Well,
store?
you're in the trades district, so there would be probably a wholesaler right near. In fact, there is. I can actually see it on the map. It's right there.
Yeah,
And
so
it's like 5 minutes walk away.
yeah, so because I have cooking and herbalism, I think I would know like food you should feed someone who's recently been poisoned and thrown up a bunch to like settle their stomach and like.
Okay, you get some Mylanta nuts and
Like, and then I'll
generic applery.
yeah, and I'll get like clean water.
Okay, so and some beer.
Is it not a
That's
well?
medieval clean water.
You can draw clean water from a well, though, right?
It's not brilliantly. It's not. It's not modern clean, if that's what you mean. It's clean-ish.
I guess.
For the times, clean.
Like orange juice, maybe.
That's why a lot of people drank ale and beer by the ton back then. T-U-N.
Well, beer was like food.
Yeah.
Beer was basically like liquid bread.
Also, I understand beer is pretty good for an upset stomach with the hops beer anyway. In fact, I know this. Mothers used to give like warm beer, flat beer, because there was no fizzy beer back then. Warm beer to children with an upset stomach.
Yeah.
because it's what you had,
Yeah.
and milk could be bad.
Mm.
So yeah, that will probably work.
Yeah. So like
I'm just going to get 9,000 emails from an annoyed internet who don't watch this, so let's not bother.
yeah, I'll get that stuff and then bring it up to the
Okay,
room.
so you're going to have a few minutes before he gets back.
I'll collapse against the wall and I'm going to sit on the ground.
How fare you after your fight?
I can still feel the ground.
You've been a good girl staying inside.
Rolls over.
Tummy rub.
Dog-like.
What's the next move?
I was hoping not to do much moving until the morning. I mean, we've got a... I need to meet with those players because they've made some edits to the... Well, they're planning to make some edits to the play, so I have to make sure everything is still good when they're before they perform it. I don't want them to. I understand that they need to make changes for it to suit the play, but I don't. I want to make sure that the message still gets across and it's not butchered.
What worries me is that was a lot more open a move than any of his previous ones.
It
Yep.
was. Although he still pulled it in a underground, not
Technically
entirely
legal.
legal fighting.
I'll just
pit.
snuff it. We're pretty close to the end.
Ah.
Save the stuff for next week. Thank you. Thank you.
Don't you just want to kiss these lips?